Hi everyone, welcome to MarikaCreations. Today I will share with you some French country home decor DIYs. I have been thrifting and I have the French country style going on in my home, and the theme for today's decor pieces is music. But before we get started, I quickly want to mention that this video is part of a collaboration called LAST THING THRIFTED, and the hosts are Repurpose My Way, Shabby Meets Bling, Apple Night DIY, Jody at Southern Seasons, Crafting with Indiana Jones, OK at Home DIY, and myself at MarikaCreations. I will leave links down in my description box to all the channels participating here and also a playlist. So stay tuned for all this. These are my thrift finds. I found this beautiful little instrument case at the thrift store, and when I opened it, I actually found an instrument. The cutest of guitars. What is it about miniatures that makes you go, "Aww"? I just love them. But I would have been even more French country in love if it was a violin. But this is so good. A couple of months later, I found this little case in another thrift store, and imagine a violin. Yay! So cute, adorable, just love it. Love them both. Paid €3 each for them, I think it was. The strings are a little bit damaged, but we'll see what we can do about that. And I have this horn as well, and now you're wondering, is it working? And it does. Not music really, but still it has a sound. So let's get started. And I will start with the cases. So I just pick out the violin and the guitar and place them elsewhere, somewhere safe. And then I'm on to the cases because I want to paint them. You will see here in just a moment. And I will paint them with my medium light greige color that I love so much. And I'm just using a tiny paintbrush to not get anything or the least amount as possible on the hinges, the hardware around the piece. So I will cover the whole piece, back, front, everywhere. And I applied 2 coats. I also have these 2 frames that I will paint in the same medium light greige color. I will not paint the gold bits because that is a nice touch. And I applied 2 coats here as well. And I will use one of the frames for the horn and one of the frames for the violin. You will see. With these projects here, I will go a little bit back and forth because they sort of intertwine. So here are the frames, the cases, the instrument themselves. So I hope that does not disturb you. The exterior of the cases has dried, and now I'm actually going to paint the inside as well. So I'm starting off with my home glue spray, so it will get sort of it's tissue, so it's pretty hard to paint, I figure. So one coat of this home glue spray, so the paint will stick better and it's easier to apply. The first coat was a bit tricky. I applied 2 coats here as well. If you're new to my channel, hi! I am Marika, and on this channel I do lots of DIYs, thrift flips, trash to treasure, renovation of my home, and I even do some pottery and some painting. Anything creative really. Please join me. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell and let me inspire you. Now on to the guitar. I've taped off the neck of the guitar and I'm going to paint the body, but in order for the paint to adhere, I will spray 1 coat of my home glue spray onto the body like that. Set it aside to dry for a little bit. Now I'm taking my medium light greige color, as I did with the frame and the cases, and a tiny paintbrush, and put on 2 coats of this paint. It has a satin finish. And I will tell you straight away, I will not paint the violin if you're worried that I might. Just the guitar. Now back to the frames. I have this one here, and the backing I have just cut out a piece of MDF to fit the frame, and I have put on a base coat of my medium light greige color, so it fits perfectly in there. Now it's time for some decoupaging, and I will do the same with the other frame right here. Done the base coat there as well. So I have my homemade Mod Podge that I'm putting on, just some wood glue in this case, with some water. Dry it completely, and then I will put on some beautiful napkin, this music sheet here. I have used it for many projects, but this is the very best project to use it for, since it has to do with music. So I'm tearing pieces to size and I'm putting them in place like that, and then I put parchment paper on top and some heat to reactivate that Mod Podge and get a wrinkle-free decoupage. Sanding off the excess, and then I will put on another coat of my Mod Podge on top of that, and I do the same on the other one. And on this backing here, I made a mistake. It was supposed to go this way, so I'd done it on the other side already, because here I will layer some more napkins here. I have tiered out some beautiful roses that I will put on, And same technique here, parchment paper, heat, and then just sand off the excess. And another coat of Mod Podge on top of that. I will come back to this backing later on, you will see why. But for now it looks like this, and it looks very pretty. Inside the cases I will do some decoupaging as well. So here you see me put on a coat of Mod Podge. But I will not let it dry because I can't fit my iron in there, even though it's small. Just put pieces on top and some more Mod Podge on top of the napkin. And I will cover the entire inside of this guitar case with the music sheet. Looking good. Once complete, I will set it aside to dry, and then I will focus on the violin case. And as you can see here, I have done part of it already with this beautiful pastel green napkin with tiny flowers on. So I tear out smaller pieces here and do the same. Mod Podge, napkin, and more Mod Podge on top of that. And while I am doing all this, hubby is taking care of the strings on the violin and the guitar, and he repaired them beautifully. Now back to the guitar, and I will decoupage the front of the guitar. So I'm putting on a coat of Mod Podge, drying it, and I have this beautiful rose napkin that I will use. Put it in place and put the parchment paper and heat on it where I can reach, and then sand off the excess. I teared off a little bit of the paint in the process, but I will go back and fix that and touch it up later on. And I'm using the same rose napkins on top of the cases. Like you see me do here, I have some excess, but I will just put some Mod Podge on it and just let it flow down the side of the case. Like that. And the same with the violin case. Now this is how this one looks, where I will have the horn, something like that. It will hang there. So the first thing I will do is take off that piece of string. Don't need that anymore. And I will put on some lace ribbon instead. Just tie a knot for the right length, and then I will mark where I will drill a hole to fit a little cute knob that I have had in my stash for a while. It's from an old sewing machine. Just attach it on the back of the frame and it could hang like that. Now the cases are beautiful, and I will put on a coat of my satin finish varnish all over the piece, inside, outside, everywhere. It will protect my decoupage and it gives it a little bit of a sheen as well. Now the cases are done. And I will cover the whole body of the guitar with the same varnish as well, just a one coat. Now I'm back to my second frame and the music sheet there on the backing. Put it in place, just secure it with some hot glue around that MDF sheet. There we go. And now I will place my violin in the frame, marking where I need to drill a hole. Before I do anything else now, I will just put on a coat of my varnish on top of the music sheet. And I thought I was missing something here. I needed to connect this piece with the other pieces, so I'm putting on a tiny rose in the corner of the frame there, and another coat of Mod Podge, just folding whatever excess I have around the frame. Just that, no more. And here I am putting on a coat of my satin finish varnish on the violin case as well. Now I will attach the violin with this burgundy colored ribbon. If you like this video and videos like this, consider subscribing. Maybe share with a friend and hit that like button as well. It will help my channel to grow and I can spend more time creating inspirational content for you. My aim is to upload one video per week. Once I have my violin in place, it's time to figure out where to put the violin bow, and I'm making a hole there because I will put in an old vintage nail there. And here I am with the first frame I showed you with the horn. I was not happy with those flowers, it was too much. So I started all over again, painted a base coat of my greige color, put on a music sheet, and then just cover part of it with those beautiful roses, smaller ones, more discreet I think. And another coat of Mod Podge and the varnish. Et voila! Here they are, all my beautiful pieces of today. I love the violin, I'm just so in love with that. Have you seen the real size violins in frames on the walls? I think that looks lovely. And here is the violin case, looking beautiful as well. I just put some flowers in it. I don't think I will display it like this all together. Look at that guitar. It's adorable. Love it, love everything. And this is how the horn turned out at the end. Looks more cohesive with the other pieces, I think. So tell me what you think. Did you like my flips today? Did you have a favorite? Let me know in the comments. If you are inspired and you want more inspiration straight away, head on over to my description box and hit the link to the playlist of this collaboration. Lots of thrift flip ideas over there. Thank you so very much for watching. See you soon again in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye.